Welcome to the South Asian Insider. So we're here with the podcast of Aladin and Nine. So let us introduce yourselves and then we'll get
Hi, my name is Parul Kumar and I play Nala in The Lion King on Broadway.
Hi, my name is Sasha Caicedo. I play the cheetah as part of the dance ensemble on the Lion King tour.
Okay. Hi, so you're playing Nala, so that is such an extremely strong and powerful character. And so, how did you get into that role? What made you audition? What was the process like? How did you start? Just a quick background.
So I started with The Lion King in Madrid as an ensemble member, and then I transferred over after 2.5 years to The Lion King on Broadway, where I was an ensemble member and understudy for Nala and Rafiki. And then after a couple of years, 2022, this is probably 2.5 years ago if I'm right, I started as Nala, the lead character.
Acting, what started the whole process, the journey for you?
So I got into acting and into how I got into the role was that I love music. I've always loved music. I come from a musical family, and that led me to finding out about musicals from just doing choral music, gospel music, choir music. And from there, I just learned how to dance through the show, because in the show we learn to sing, dance, and act. Everybody does everything. And yeah, it just sort of helped me become stronger as an actor. And when the time came to be Nala, there was a lot of physical strength I needed to gain and a lot of momentum in building that strength I needed. So yeah, and I learned a lot from the company members that we have that are dancers.
Well, the audition process as far as for the dance ensemble is very grueling, very challenging. We are given choreography that we have to present. We have to learn within half an hour and then showcase it back. And they do cuts, and then we have, if we pass or when we pass our dance audition, then we sing, so that they can see where our vocal range is, how can we carry a note, what our knowledge is as far as where our voice sits. So it was a wonderful experience. I got to audition when I was in Miami, and it was both for the Aladin and Lion King show, and Lion King happened to be the one that called me first. But I grew up as a ballet dancer, and I was introduced with musical theater as far as film. So my first musical theater I saw was on TV was Cats. And as I grew up, my father showed me a lot of films like Grease and 42nd Street and Fame and Little Shop of Horrors. So those were my first introductions as far as acting and singing and dancing being done all at the same time. And I'm thankful now that I get to be a part of that world.
So, what has been the most challenging aspect of being on Broadway and you're doing these shows every day, or being here and moving for hours? How do you cope with mental stress, physical stress? You're saying it's very hard to step still half an hour. How do you work with all these challenges to deliver such great performances?
I think there's a lot that is important about consistency in learning something. The more you do something, the more you get better at it. And giving yourself grace when you are tired, when you aren't feeling as strong. Know that you'll get stronger, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We do 6 shows a week all year round. 8 shows a week, 6 days a week, all year round. So there are days where you're going to be stronger than other days, but when something's going on for so long, you know how to get to be easier on yourself on the days when you need a little more grace with yourself. And we have a wonderful team. We have understudies, we have swings, where there's a lot that has been put in place for us as actors to be safe while we learn how to navigate this tough schedule.
That's a good point. I would like to hit on that. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So we have to give ourselves that grace every day that we're on stage, because we are only given 1 day off a week. So I will say that keeping our minds intact, keeping our body intact, having a routine that works for you every day, definitely to come into the theater refreshed. And there's also, as far as the company, If today you can only give 100, if you can give 100%, give all of your 100. If you can only give 50, give all that you can for that full 50%. Because not every day is going to be the same. Every day is not going to feel the same. So your show is not, as long as you are consistent and you're consistent in your energy and with what you're putting out there, that's the most important part. But not to beat on yourself, to be hard on yourself if it doesn't feel like the day before. Because every day a show is going to feel different.
So, Lion King is such an iconic show, and have you had any fan interactions or spotted outside of outside of the show where you felt famous or you saw your billboards hanging and you saw your faces out there? Any moments like that you'd like to share? It's a hard journey to get to here, right? And you deserve all the applause and whatever. Any moments you want to share where you felt like, this was all worth it. Like, this is why I did all this to get to this moment.
I think my favorite moments are when I see young girls standing outside the poster of Nala and just saying, "Mommy, I want to take a picture with this," and you see themselves in the picture of you, and then when they see that it's you and they recognize you, they get so excited, and you're just another person just like them, and they can see that they can do whatever that they put their mind to just by seeing that I'm just a regular person on the street. And most of the time with the show, we're not really that recognizable, I believe, because because we have a lot of makeup and masks. And I do like that as well, because you get to keep a piece of your life personal and private. At the same time, you're still able to share so much of yourself on stage.
And I love that. I love going out into the stage door and seeing all the parents and the children so excited just to get their playbill signed. So that's definitely a big honor and such a dream, because I used to be one of those too. But then a personal memory that I really enjoyed, I'm from Miami. And so when the show went to Miami in 2019, I had the honor of performing at the Adrian Arch Center, where I have gone to see shows, and now I am one of those people performing. And I was asked to do an interview with Univision with my mother, talking about that experience and how I got there and my background and the auditions. And that was then put on TV for my family and friends to see. And so that was just a dream come true. I would have never thought that my journey with Lion King would even give me that moment and that memory with my mother for Mother's Day.
It's amazing. That's so amazing. Are there any other future projects or shows that you're working towards, or even just a general message you want to share with our viewers watching right now?
What I would like to say is that whatever you put your mind to it, don't be the person to say no to yourself first. Let them try to say no to you and then go again. Never give up on your dreams and just go do it.
Yeah, I can second that. Never to give up. And if this is the industry that you want to pursue and you want to work on, keep working on it. Keep working on your craft. Keep taking those classes. Keep learning about dance and singing and acting, and open those doors for yourself. And for every no that you hear, to not be discouraged, because for every no, there's going to be that one yes that is going to be the biggest dream come true that you ever thought would be possible.
It's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I just hope so many people watching. It's really hard to get where you guys are sitting today. It's well deserved, and I congratulate both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for speaking.
Thank you.